All right, guys, here we are, Universal Studios. We're going into the main side today over Slopan, sorry. So you got Hard Rock Cafe. Over there is Islands of Adventure. We'll do that part tomorrow. Today you get the original Universal Studios. So this should be fun. There are a lot of people. I don't know what time it is. I don't have a watch on. I think it's probably like 11 a.m. on on Tuesday, March 21st. And we're gonna go in here and have some fun. I have on my C-bands to help with the dizziness of some of these rides, especially because I have a little bit of allergies kicking in and it's making me kind of stuffy-eared, so dizzy already. But this will be fun. And we happen to be here during Mardi Gras, which I've never been to Universal during Mardi Gras. They're staying up until 9 p.m., which is great. When we came over Halloween, they closed early at 5 o'clock. They didn't say that on their website when we bought the tickets, so that felt like a jip. And this one now is Universal Studios Florida in Orlando, Universal Mardi Gras weekend. So you guys can see there. All right, so we are officially in the park. As soon as you get through the long lines of scanning your ticket and putting your fingerprint, you get into the stores. That's always the very first thing, the stores, and then the photographer where they make you pay to get your picture taken. So now we're gonna walk around and see what we can find. Can y'all see that roller coaster up there? That thing is terrifying to me. It goes straight up and then drops straight down.
My friend did it.
Oh, look at this.
Scary.
Oh, hold on, they're taking pictures. We don't wanna walk through their pictures. Okay, we can go now. Excuse us. So that's kind of cool. Food and restaurants to start off with. We're gonna head to the right and we'll bring you whatever cool stuff we find. So the first thing we come up to is the Bourne Stuntacular. It's like one of those little shows where you go inside and they've got somebody doing all the stuff. We haven't ever seen that one before, so we're gonna go in there and check it out and see what it's like. And if I can sneak a little bit of recording, we'll do that too. So we got about 30 minutes to kill before that show starts. And as much as we want to get a front row seat, we don't want to waste 30 minutes of the day waiting for it. So we're gonna let's see what we can find here. So if we do the studio directory, we've got the horror makeup show, which we've done, which is really cool. E.T., which is a lot of fun. I don't know what Animal Actors is. That's a new one. So the Men in Black used to be really, really cool back in the day. It's not nearly as much fun now. But we've never done the Simpsons ride, so we could do that one. That would be fun. But let's see. Or we could just do drugs, whatever. So we're gonna walk around and see what we can find. We got a bus down here. Oh, here comes the Scooby Mobile. Is that what it's called? What's it called? The Scooby?
Yeah, Mystery.
Mystery Machine. We got the Mystery Machine making its way by, so that's kind of cool. We got to hang out with them last time. Look, there's Scooby over there and his little Mardi Gras stuff. Hi. Good morning. So here is the Mystery Machine and it's security. Security. We got Betty Boop hanging out. Where's Betty Boop?
Right there.
Where?
Right there.
Oh, that's supposed to be Betty Boop. I'm not loving the Betty Boop, I'm not gonna lie. All right, let's keep walking. Oh wait, they're getting out. Here we go. Oh, it's time to do the character meet and greet kind of thing. Can you imagine that this is what you do for a living? You get up in the morning, you get dressed as Velma or Daphne and you come hang out at the park, which is great until it's 105 degrees and you're wearing corduroy and felt, basically. So we found the Simpsons bus. It says Universal Studios or bus. I cannot remember the dog's name to save my life. If you guys know, I need to hear it. Santa's Little Helper. Look, somebody knows. And then you've got Dora and Boots hanging out over here. I know Boots, which is weird. I know. Can't remember Curious George, but I remember Boots. So then over here is where we did the Rocky Horror makeup thing, which is really cool because there's Beetlejuice. It's not Rocky Horror makeup? Isn't that what they called it? I don't know what they called it. I could be making... I am thinking Rocky Horror Picture Show, which is one of the funnest movies ever, besides that one and the one with the... What's the movie with Rick Moranis and the Venus Flytrap? I cannot remember the name of that one. I used to love that one when I was little. I don't remember the name of it, but hold on. So look, you got Beetlejuice over here. We saw him last time we were here, and this guy does such a good job playing Beetlejuice. He's pretty good. Okay, Universal Studios horror makeup show, so not Rocky Horror. You're right, I was wrong. But there's Beetlejuice. All right, we're gonna leave Beetlejuice over here because the child starts screaming the name Alex at me, and I didn't know what she was talking about, but we found Alex the lion, and what's the hippopotamus's name? What's her name? From, what's the name of the movie though? Oh, Madagascar. But I can't remember the hippopotamus's name.
You only need Alex.
Okay, so we got Alex and the hippo. What is her name, though? On the spot. Come on, give it to me. What's her name?
I know the other one named Moto.
What is it?
I think Moto likes you.
Okay, that's helpful. So you can see they've come through here. Normally these just look like regular light things, but they're Mardi Gras-ing everything up. They do have, during the Mardi Gras, they do like a parade thing with the floats and all that stuff and the throwing out of beads, although I think it's a G-rated bead throwing. But you have to pay extra for those days. So we didn't do that. So you won't be seeing any floats today. Gloria, that's the name of the hippopotamus. So now we're gonna, oh look, hold on, look. You can see over there is Transformers, the Transformers ride, which is really cool. So we'll make our way over there at some point. But right now we're gonna keep going this way for a few minutes and then try to make it back for the Bourne Identity Stunt Show. So for the Mardi Gras stuff, they have these things put up, which is really cool until it's like almost dark, and then that'd be really creepy to walk past, just so you know. Yeah, the eyes do look like they should move, but they do not move. So we're gonna go get a bottle of water because I'm already thirsty. What is this? NBC Media Center. I don't even know what happens in there. But we're gonna go over here and grab something to drink and we'll be back. So this gate was open. Technically, I don't know if I'm allowed to be up here because there's nobody else in this place, but I'm walking it anyway. We're gonna see what happens. There's nobody in here. I feel like I've just gone through a gate that was not supposed to be open. Whatever, we're gonna do it anyway. If they didn't want me to walk in here, they wouldn't open the gate for me. That's how I feel about it. Feels just like a cut through though, but y'all, so this is cool. They have this thing here and they used to do this like water show here for, I don't remember what show it was. I don't think it was Indiana Jones. I don't remember what it was. They used to do a water show kind of thing there. And then I think they stopped it forever ago. But this is kind of like the middle of everything. So you have Fast and the Furious over there. You got some food over here. And then part of Hogwarts starts somewhere in one of those buildings and moves around. And you've got Transformers over there. Eagle Warehouse Storage Co. I don't know what that is. But it's really cool in here. Hello, sir. Look at his shirt. I like beer and maybe 3 people. The kid and I are 1 and 2. Maybe there's a 3rd. There's a train thing hanging out over here. I don't know what this is either.
I don't know why I thought this was a really loud piano playing.
A really loud piano playing music? No, I think it's just speakers, yeah. So there's a train, and well, I guess that was allowed to be open because there's nothing to stop us from leaving whatever this is. I felt real special for a second, like I found like a secret door. So one of the cool things is right now during Mardi Gras, they have like these food booths. So you have Trinidad and Tobago, and it's got different food and things like that. Hey, there's a Springfield, what's the name of it? What is the name of it, Homer? The Simpsons. Thank you.
Oh.
So, y'all, I'm having brain farts left and right. But I need some agua, so we're going to get some water real fast. So, a water and a blue, not right this second, please. And the blue thing, $9.61. So, be prepared that if you're thirsty, it's going to cost an arm and a leg. So, over here, you've got the Brazil section of Mardi Gras. Ooh, let's see what their food is. So, you have skewers and I can't say any of these words, but all of it looks good. I know that much. Teardrop chicken fritters. I don't know what that is. I bet you this thing's like, look, that's probably the $11 one. No, that is, what is that? I don't know. All I know is food here is expensive. So here's what I realized about like Universal and things like that. A lot of the things are either movement, so you have to be okay with movement, or they have flashing lights, they have smoke and stuff like that. So it's not for everybody, because a lot of stuff in here, they're like, it'll make you dizzy. Let me show you. So here, this is a ride where, not even a ride, it's a, you don't move, but it says here, motion sickness or dizziness, medical sensitivity, strobe lights, all these other things, because there is a lot of stuff going on in it. So you have to be willing and able to sit through everything and still be okay. So for those of you who don't know, this is the Bourne Supremacy, Bourne Ultimatum, Bourne whatever. There's all these different names to it, but that's what we're going to see. It's kind of a live action thingy of it. What's funny is over the years, it's been tons of different things. Right now it's Bourne. And the very first time I came here, it was Terminator. And then after that, it was something else. What was it last time we were here? I don't remember. It was something else after Terminator. Now it's Bourne. Who knows what it'll be next time. So this really dark part in here hasn't changed, but it used to be Terminator. So they'd pack you in here like little baby sardines, and then this thing would come on the screen with Arnold Schwarzenegger and all other kinds of stuff, and it was really neat. But you definitely could not do this during C-19 pandemic, because this is definitely not 6 feet apart. So we can't record when this thing starts, so we'll just say hi from the seat. It's a little dark in here. This is what the stage looks like, but that's all you'll get to see. See when it's done.
This thing is good.
Okay, so we couldn't show you inside of there, but the thing was actually extremely good. It reminded me of like those Japanese movies where they do an English talkover, is what it's called, in Japanese movies, because the sync was way off, like when they had to hit and stuff. But it was actually really, really good. You liked it?
But one punch, like he was over here, his fist was all the way over here.
Never even made contact, none of it. But it was actually extremely good. So if you go to Universal, make sure you go see Bourne. What is it? It's just called the Bourne something? Bourne something. Okay, so look, you guys, there's Marilyn Monroe over there. This is cooler than Marilyn Monroe. I love old cars, that Cadillac. And then if you walk all the way over here, so, excuse me guys. So we got done, dark room, camera stuff. A lot of these things are just fronts. Like that's not a real place you can go into. It just looks really neat. But they have a little restaurant thingy over here. Y'all know I hate recording people, but it's almost impossible not to record people while walking around Universal Studios. But what's really cool over here at the Cheeseburger Shakes, Mel's, it's called Mel's, you see it up there? It's like an old 50s diner, are the cars. These cars are baller. Like, I feel like I should have been alive back in the, I don't even know what years these are, I'm not even gonna lie, but I'm gonna say 40s, 50s, 60s to have cars like this. Grease is one of my all-time favorite movies, probably because they have cars like this. But tell me that is not just, man, 1952. Okay, so I was right, 50s. This is a 1952 Pontiac from American Graffiti. Also from American Graffiti. Y'all, these are so incredibly cool. I would give up my Jeep for one of these. I love Bel Airs. Look at the pink and white one. Oh, gosh. But would you ride around in one of these?
I'll ride in that one.
In the pink and white?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love this kind of stuff. This is awesome. Some more Mardi Gras setup, which is really cool. I don't know exactly what they have in here. I guess they have more like food and stuff, but it is definitely kind of neat. Look at that. Oh, this is for tonight, when they set up for tonight. I don't think they have anything crazy in there right now. Bumblebee? Oh yeah, this is the Transformers one. So the downside here is if you have like the scooters or even strollers and stuff, you have to leave them while you go on rides. And I'm not a very trusting person, I'm not gonna lie. A lot of people leave their bags and stuff, and I don't trust people not to just go in there and take it and run away. But I feel the same way about it at Starbucks. I don't trust those mobile orders that they put up on the counter at Starbucks. I don't trust that people don't just walk in there and pick them up and walk away, because Starbucks is expensive. And if you can get it for free by walking in and picking up and walking away, who cares what the food is or what the drink is? You're gonna drink it or eat it anyway. I don't trust that kind of stuff. All right, so we're walking around. There's some Haagen-Dazs ice cream if you want ice cream. Can y'all see the roller coaster up there? It's about to go and drop. That is terrifying to me and vomit inducing, I'm not gonna lie. So I love it here. I like the way the buildings look, how everything is like, I don't know, I don't want to say old timey, but a lot of it's from movies, I'm sure. But the Mummy over here, you guys can see over here, was one of my favorite rides. And then they said that they closed it down, and I think there was a ton of backlash because it looks like it's open again. It was closed the last time we were here, but that looks open to me, so we're about to go do the Mummy. Here you go, guys. Revenge of the Mummy. We're gonna go in here. It's like a little baby roller coaster-y kind of thing. It is a lot of fun though. So here's what's interesting now for this. It says that it's a free while you ride, $3 for every 30 minutes after, but here's the problem. If the ride is an hour-long wait, does that mean when you come back to get your locker, to get your stuff out, you have to pay to get it out? The big ones over there, you have to pay to even use to begin with, which is definitely new. So we're standing in line for the Mummy. It's like a 35-minute wait, but what they've changed already that I've noticed from walking in is now they have this little cage section where they've got some of the costumes from the movie, and they're doing like this little mock interview with Brendan Fraser and whoever else is in the movie and other people. So it's kind of neat here, but we'll be doing this for about 35 minutes. For anybody wondering what this ride is like, it's a roller coaster, sudden dramatic acceleration, climbing, tilting, dropping, and backwards motion. And for those of us who don't like roller coasters, this should be interesting. So every single ride will have this little list in there as a way to cover themselves just in case. Even if the thing does not move whatsoever, they're still going to tell you all these things so that if you do get hurt, you cannot say you didn't know, because they post these every 5 feet on these rides. All right, so we just finished the Mummy. Let's see this guy, and then we're going to tell you exactly. Oh wait, there's 2 of them. There's another one there. All right, thoughts on the Mummy?
Too bright.
Thoughts on the Mummy? I'm trying not to vomit right this moment, I'm not going to lie. So the inside is nice. They've changed the inside up so there's a little bit more light and you don't stand in line as long. But the ride is not exactly what I remember. It's a roller coaster inside in a tunnel, basically, and it's very tight turns. There's some backwards motions.
That was fun.
There's a lot of drops. I like the drops, but the tight turns and the backwards motion, there's a lot of...
There were tight turns.
Trying to keep it down right now because that immediately made me want to vomit. But Kevin, did you like it or hate it? It's good? The picture at the end, you know how they take your picture at the end of rides? She's got her face buried in his shoulder, and I'm like this because I didn't open my eyes at all. Because if I had opened my eyes, I would have thrown up on the ride. It would have been absolutely awful.
When I got up, my hair was like this.
Oh yeah, your hair was like all like that, but it was a lot of fun. So we would do it again, right? Would you do it again? Would you do it? Oh, I'm not that. No, look. She says, would I do that big tall one? It starts there and drops and then goes up there and it goes through the building over here. That is a hard pass in case anybody was curious. Is it going up? Oh, look, can y'all see? Let's see, look. Okay, so they drop and let's see. They should come through here. You see how fast, because it's going too fast to hear the screams. Like that thing is, look at that. Look how fast that is. Hard pass, no thank you. So we came back to get our bag. Now it says fees due because we were in there too long. So now we had to pay in order to get our bag back out. There we go. So there's that, but still, that's lame. So I know a lot of people may not agree with me about the whole smoking thing because there's a lot of people who smoke. I used to smoke when I was younger, dumber, whatever you want to say. But the fact that there are no ashtrays or ash cans or whatever you want to call them anywhere in this park should be a dead giveaway that smoking inside the park is prohibited, just like all the signs up front when you come in. Same thing at Disney. It doesn't make sense to me that you can't make it through one day in a theme park where a bunch of children are without smoking. Like, I don't understand. I don't know. It just doesn't make sense to me. We've got more Mardi Gras stuff happening over here. And then, that's pretty. We're gonna do this one later, Jimmy Fallon. That one is a lot of fun. It's definitely a different kind of ride. It's a lot of fun though. I wonder what they're doing back there. That's closed off. We can go this way, find a bathroom and some food. Look at, caught it just in time. Oh, there's 2 of them. Look at that. That is terrifying to me. That right at the top is where I would lose it. This is just cool looking. Look at these things. I just want to show you guys because I think it's really neat. A lot going on here. But then there's random Christmas stuff over there. Huh. That's not weird at all. But this is kind of cool. So you might as well have one while you're on vacation, right? Yeah. And the souvenir cup. Thank you, ma'am. So this will be fun. All right, I don't have my microphone on right now, so I'm gonna have to yell at you guys. But I got the category 5 in the souvenir Mardi Gras cup. They have paper straws here, so there's that. But I'm gonna try this. Bird. Hello, little pigeon. Right. All right, so it's actually pretty good. Normally I don't like passion fruit. This has passion fruit, but I do like dark. You can smell it, but don't dare do anything else. It smells good though.
It smells like what's it called? Grapefruit.
It does smell like grapefruit, and I'm not a grapefruit fan either, but this is actually very tasty. So I've actually never come through here and like looked at what these things are, but there are real restaurants in here, like Finnegan's right here, and then you've got a Regal Cafe that has all kinds of stuff. I've never been over here for this. So we're about to have Irish food, and she's sitting here watching sushi, which then of course makes me want sushi. But you know what they don't have? What they don't have here in Universal Studios is sushi. So, kid, are you having fun so far?
Yeah.
Yes. Are places like this more fun as you get older or less fun?
More fun, but I'm more scared.
See, okay, so for me, it's more fun because I like watching all the people and all the things and watching all the little kids have fun. But also, as I get older, I get more nervous about rides too.
You know how when I was young,
I'm moving so you can get to the microphone.
you know how when I was younger, like we would do all these drop rides and I was okay.
You were perfectly fine.
Yeah. The Mummy was
well
done.
because
like that was the only thing I could do.
So here's my theory. Here's my theory. You tell me if I'm right. When you're young, you don't realize that you can get hurt and that things can happen and whatever else. And so it doesn't occur to you to be terrified of roller coasters and darting out into traffic.
You can't.
And things like that.
Fault.
Did you dart? Was there traffic?
Was I not? You didn't teach me not to.
She's lying for the camera right now. She's lying for YouTube.
No.
You were like 3 or 4, okay, so it is harder.
And
okay.
I was told something that I don't know what I was told. That was.
Okay, we'll go with that. But I do feel like as you get older, at least for me, I become more worried about things, and I think more about outcomes of things than just that moment of whatever. That's the face you're making. I worry about, like, you get on the roller coaster, what happens if you've seen Final Destination, something bad happens while you're on it. You get on a plane, something bad happens. So, but that's why I like coming here like this, to places like this, whether it's Universal Studios, whether it's Disney, Six Flags, whatever else. Still need to do Busch Gardens. Still want to do, there's another one that I can't remember the name of, but I still want to do all those, because when you go to places like this and you see all these little kids running around, just having the absolute time of their lives, not scared of anything, getting on these rides and not thinking about the drops and getting dizzy, or if it's going to make them nauseous afterwards, or if it's going to scare them when it drops. It makes me want to be a little bit more courageous, and that may sound dumb, but that's kind of how I feel about it. The little ones make me want to act younger and more carefree. All right, so we decided we're going to eat here at Finnegan's Bar and Grill. Of course, they have the QR code for your ease and convenience. That's what we're doing today. Open your phone's camera. So since I'm recording with mine, I'm borrowing the child's, and I want you guys to see this menu so you have an idea. But right now, because of Mardi Gras, they have the seafood muffaletta, which sounds really good. But here's my problem. I want literally everything. So everything looks really, really good. I am stuck between this salmon salad because of the quinoa with asparagus tips, which I think sounds really good. But I want y'all to see, look at this grilled filet of salmon. Like, how high end and tasty does this sound for a Universal Studios? You expect burgers and corn dogs and just like street food, but they also have, y'all, shepherd's pie. My mom used to make shepherd's pie when I was little, and I haven't had it in forever, and I want that just to say I had shepherd's pie like my mom used to make. But they even have corned beef and cabbage. They have, y'all, I want to order bangers and mash just to say I've had it. I don't even know what it is, but everything looks absolutely amazing. Thank you so much. All right, so we're waiting on the food to come out over here. Little Mrs. over there got some chicken, and he ordered a burger, and I ordered the shepherd's pie because I figured when in Rome, right? And these guys came in and sat down at this table next to us, and the lady walked him in, sat him down. She's like, hey, I'll be back in about an hour. You have plenty of time to order. All the drinks are paid for. Food is already covered, whatever else. And I'm like, who are these people? So it turns out they are VIPs, and I was like, okay. Well, the man looks it up, Kevin looks it up, sends me a link, and for Universal Studios, you can actually be a VIP for either a 7-hour period or a 5-hour period. It starts at like $190 per person, and basically they let you go to the very, very front of any line for up to 8 rides. You get priority seating at restaurants. It covers your food and everything else, and I'm like, $189 sounds really cheap given the fact that tickets to come here is still like almost $200 in order to come here and visit the park to begin with. So maybe it's $189 on top of a regular ticket price. I'm gonna have to look into that because that's a lot of money. But if you want that once in a lifetime experience and you have the ability to do it, maybe it's worth it. Have you guys ever done anything like that before, whether it's here or even another country? Because I know a lot of times people will go to other countries and they'll pay extra for like the first class seat on a flight, or a certain seat on a train, or a certain stay in a hotel, or some sort of experience. You'll pay a little extra to get that once in a lifetime VIP treatment. And if you guys have ever done that, I would love to hear about it. So leave a comment below so we can all kind of live vicariously through your VIP treatments if you don't mind. And hopefully the food will be here soon. All right, so we got some food here, and you got, what's it called? Finnegan's or Flanagan's chicken? What's it called? Finnegan's? Finnegan's chicken, but it was supposed to come with root cellar vegetables, and we were like, what's a root cellar vegetable? And I think it was, what was it, carrots and parsnips and something. We swapped those out for broccoli, because we know we like broccoli. So you got some garlic mashed potatoes, some broccoli, some chicken, and some peppercorn butter. What is this stuff, that gravy thing she talked about? Tell me what it tastes like. You ready? That looks real thick. Is it good? What does it taste like? It is good. Okay. So then the man over here got their burger, but he opted for bacon free. Weirdo. He got it without the bacon, but some American cheese, and those wedge potato fries look really good. He doesn't need this one right here. That didn't look good anyway, so I'll just take that. So now I'm just waiting on mine. Poor little no shepherd's pie here yet. So chicken always looks weird everywhere we go now.
Whenever there's any sort of...
No, I'm going to watch you. I want to see you eat the chicken.
No.
Eat the chicken.
I'm missing me chicken right now.
The shepherd's pie and root cellar vegetables, as they called it, has arrived. Now, I am a right-handed person, so I'm about to attempt this left-handed and see what happens here. I want to see what the inside of this looks like. All right. See, this is shepherd's pie. Y'all, I'm so excited. It's a little hot right now, though. This is exciting. Well, I tried. I didn't make it all the way through. I ate the cabbage and some of the carrots. I think she said that's parsnips. Parsnips sounds right. I didn't eat those. This was really good. The man killed the burger and the fries. We got a couple of pieces of broccoli left over there, but all the chicken went. All in all, I think it's very tasty. Malt vinegar, that's for like fish and chips kind of stuff. All in all, very tasty. I don't know how you take leftovers with you while you walk around Universal Studios, though, so they're probably going to stay. We did a pinky swear. If she tries a parsnip, I'll try a parsnip. Technically, she already did it and spit it out. Didn't like it. Take one more bite. Buggy, take one more bite. No? No? All right, so we're leaving this thing, and y'all, so the guy on stilts was walking towards a girl. It scared the crap out of her, and she started screaming bloody murder. So now we're going to go look for, where are we going now? We're going to the Fast and the Furious ride, I believe, which is a lot of fun. If you guys have never seen Fast and the Furious, it's one of our favorite little franchises of movies. They've kind of gone downhill the last few. They're not the same as when they started, but we're still excited to see number 10 when it comes out. But right now, that's what we're going to do. Oh, look, hold on. I still think that's really cool, the Transformer stuff. I think Bumblebee's on the other side, but that's still really neat. So we're going to go over to, you're having problems over there. When you have a bunch of stuff in one little itty bitty bag to put it all in, we're going to head to Fast and the Furious now, and I'll show you guys what it looks like in there too. So here is the Starbucks, because everybody has to have a Starbucks, but look, they're doing the Mardi Gras stuff. Let me try not to get everything here. How cool is that? I just thought it was scaffolding earlier that they hadn't finished putting up, but it's for an actual thing. Oh, we missed it, y'all. We missed some of it. Oh, I guess we missed it. We'll try again on the next one. All right, we got a little extra. Hold on. Okay, I'll see. I don't know if you can see, but you'll be able to hear, and that's what matters. Let's see.
Yeah.
There we go.
Let's do this. Let's go.
I couldn't give you guys the whole thing. I gotta save something for when you come by. But that was actually really cool. Oh, here we go with the, you messing with me. All right, here's Fast, you guys. So we're gonna go over here. This is actually a lot of fun, especially once you get inside. They have all the different cars from like the first movie, second movie, whatever else. Weather out, y'all, it's like low 70s. There's a cloud. It better mind itself, better not do anything crazy. Mid 70s today, not nearly as busy as I expected it to be. I thought it'd be stupid because it's spring break for so many different people, but it's actually been really, really nice. The weather feels really good, but definitely no water rides today. So I started to go in the wrong entrance. It turns out, you know, maybe you don't know, but when you go to either Disney or Universal Studios, now they have this express entrance versus the regular entrance. Express entrance costs you like an extra $100 a day per person. If it was the middle of the summer and these lines were 2 hours long, it might be worth it. This is like a 15-minute wait. Not worth the express money, so no express for us, but I want to show you guys. I'm going to tell you, Fast and the Furious, the first one is one of my all-time favorite movies. And here are the cars. Look how friggin' cool this is. Like, even if you're not into cars, it's still really cool to look at some of these things. And if you've never seen the movie Fast and the Furious, I don't care how old you are, if you're 4, if you're 40, if you're 97, go watch the very first one because it is really, really good. Child, do you remember the first Fast and the Furious?
Yes.
Do you have a favorite part of the first Fast and the Furious?
No.
Do you remember any part of the first Fast and the Furious?
Yes.
Do you remember any of the people from the first Fast and the Furious? Who do you remember?
The one guy.
The one guy, that's helpful. Who was the one guy?
He died.
Brian.
Yeah.
Paul Walker in real life. Okay, yeah, he passed away in a car accident, which is unfortunately ironic since he was in the Fast and Furious movies. He died in an actual real life car accident.
My favorite one is 6
Uh-huh.
and 8.
Why 8? Do you remember?
I think 8's the one with the baby.
It is. 8 is the one with the
Number
baby.
9 is the one with the girl with the hair.
Okay, sure. Do you remember, but you don't remember, but back in the day, these undercar glow kits were like all the rage. I don't think people still do it as much, but that's still really cool. So this part's kind of cool. You got all the wheels in the back, you got the truck, you got a little bit of the movie up on the screen. At least they made the waiting area fun and interesting with things to look at. Look, I remember when everybody had to have one of the little slidey things to go underneath your car so you could change your oil, and when we were doing like shocks and struts and all that stuff on wheels. This is really cool looking. It's like a little rave inside of the car.
Really big blue thing as you possibly want to, and
A
yes,
little
I'm a real
bitty.
person, so you have to lock on my jump car. I will not open those doors. Cool. Welcome to the war room, guys. My name is Jamie. If you couldn't tell from
Following racing.
So this is kind of neat. This is the party bus. This is the party bus we get to ride in for Fast and the Furious. It's kind of neat looking. All right, so that one's a lot of fun, right? There's the party bus. It's like a 3D interactive kind of thing. Is it 3D? Yeah, 3D interactive. But it is without the glasses. But there's a lot of, so you don't realize it because they don't tell you, but they end up throwing like water on you, and there's like fog and stuff. So just FYI, if you do this one, and it is a lot of movement. So it is one of those, if you get motion sickness kind of things, just be wary of it. Wear your C-bands. Trust me, it will help. But that one's a lot of fun. I enjoy it a lot. It's just a fun, easy ride to do. You love that one? Yeah, she loves that one. Oh, and now we're in the store. So the store, like, I know I don't need Fast and the Furious t-shirts and stuff, but I want the keychain and I want the shirt. I just love these kind of things. No matter where you go, if it's a Starbucks, there will be a line. Always a line at Starbucks. So I was telling the man, I like all these cups and stuff, but don't judge me just because I happen to know what this looks like. But tell me that doesn't look like a coffee bomb. I'm just saying. For those of you who know, you know. Also, I'll take one of every single one of those thingies over there. Thank you. Got the Blues Brothers here. If anybody's interested in a little Blues Brothers action to serve and protect. That's nice. So the downside to recording at the park is that you use the battery on your phone a lot. The other downside is it's not like the park has outlets just chilling all over the place. So right now, so this is actually one of the really cool parts is when first it was Bumblebee, but now you have Optimus Prime. He comes out and he does this little dance and he meets with the kids and the people and takes pictures and stuff. I just missed Bumblebee. I really want to show you guys Bumblebee, but Optimus Prime is better than nothing. And they interact, but like with Bumblebee, if you've ever seen Transformers, with Bumblebee it plays music and songs and stuff like that. But here Optimus Prime, he does talking, but the Bumblebee with the music and stuff was really cool. So I just think it's pretty neat. And again, that roller coaster in the background, the most terrifying roller coaster in the history of roller coasters. I was hoping there would be one going up, but there isn't one right this second. But so far, we're having fun. You guys having fun? Child?
What?
Man, are y'all having fun?
No.
Are you enjoying it?
Very bad.
No, liar. But it is very, like, not busy. I really expected to be. It's also not hot. It's actually a little cold right now. I was just telling him I wish I'd done the whole mom thing and tied a sweatshirt around my waist because I'm getting a little chilly, actually. Too windy. So There we go. Now you've seen Optimus Prime. And now we're going to head towards where?
Mib.
Men in Black? Mib? Mib. So we're at the Men in Black one. I didn't get to show you guys the front because the line said it was 25 minutes long, but this thing is like straight moving. You see, everybody's just going. But this one's really cool here, but it is definitely a lot of spinning. And I think you get to shoot at like aliens and stuff. So that's kind of neat. If you've never seen Men in Black, I'm sorry. It's like one of the best movies ever. I think these are what are called the is that a neuralizer behind us?
Yeah.
Behind you? That's a neuralizer, right?
Yeah.
The one they do so that you can't remember what's happening. And then that's like the little one that shoots out like the biggest bullet? Spark? Whatever? I don't know the right word. And then we'll go in here and get on the ride. Oh look, you guys can see that's the little ride that you get on in order to go downstairs and shoot the aliens. This one's looking up dry ice cleaning. I'm not quite sure why. Look, I cannot talk and walk downstairs at the same time. I will fall. So this is how it goes. So you get in here and they've got the little guns and you like shoot at these little aliens and stuff, which is kind of neat. Got a little screen up there.
You will experience intense rotational forces.
Intense rotational forces. So again, unless you want to get super,
clear for departure.
What's the word? Dizzy, you better wear the C-bands. All right, so leaving Men in Black, and I have to say that it used to be way more fun. Like a couple years ago, towards the end of the ride, they had it where you had to shoot the bad guy, right? And it was a bunch of aliens, and then this little girl carrying school books pops up. And if you didn't shoot at the little girl carrying the books, you were considered wrong because technically no little girl should be in the middle of aliens. So that was the whole thing. And I think a lot of people had an issue with it. I think a lot of people had an issue with it because you were technically shooting at a little girl. So they took her out, and now at the end, instead of shooting at anything, like trying to aim at anything, they just spin you around a whole bunch of circles and see if you vomit on the ride. So that's that. Here's the pictures. I don't think you can see ours. We're somewhere. Where are we? Oh, we're in the front there. I'm looking dead at it. I'm like, yeah, I got you. Look at that. And then now they put in a bunch of video games and stuff inside that didn't used to be here either. So, I don't know. I think I'm over Men in Black. You still like it? Yeah. I didn't get it. I didn't get this on the way in, but this is the front of the Men in Black. And there is the fun little sign for it. So it's a good size ride for the entire thing. All right, so now we're over by the Simpsons, but they have this fence put up in front of the ride. It used to be fully open and you would go in right here, but now the Simpsons ride, you have to go in somewhere else. We haven't done it. The kid looked it up and said it looked like a 3D kind of cheesy ride, so she wasn't really interested, but I do like the fact they have a bunch of like the fair kind of games where you can go and play basketball and a rigged basketball game and never win anything. And you've got actually, I think we already have this donut. We have one of those donuts. And they got the hot dogs and stuff, but I like the Simpsons area. I think it's really cool looking. They have a lot of good foods, hot dogs, turkey legs, things like that. Here's more of the games you can do with the popping of the balloons. This one's my favorite. I love this one. I especially like those at the places where you get to like shoot the little air balls at them. So I like that one. And then you have a bunch of other stuff. This one over here with the little green thing that goes up. It's a ride for the kids. It spins around. And they have a Quickie Mart. They even have a Moe's, you know, the bar from Simpsons. They have Moe's. They've got Duff beer here and all kinds of stuff. And they have the donuts. So we're going to find the donuts in a minute. So here goes this ride. You see it's meant for kids. It's little spaceships. It makes me think of the Dumbo ride over at Disney that we used to love when the kid was little. And the carpet ride, the Aladdin carpet ride also at Magic Kingdom. So this is cool. I wonder if little kids find this amusing or terrifying, because this one is actually kind of fast for what it is. But it looks fun. They look like they're having fun. That's what matters. Go take a look inside this Quickie Mart and see exactly what they have in here. I think it's going to be just a bunch of shirts and stuff. That's what I expected it to be, more of a store. Lots of good stuff though. What? All right, so leaving Quickie Mart, what did you find? What did you get? What is the takeaway from the Quickie Mart? What have we got? Come on now, come on now. We have Homer Simpson slippers. So, all right, I like it. Nope. Yeah, put them back in the bag now. There you go. Now we got to carry them around the park for the next 5 hours. Bye, homie. See you later, homie. All right, so we're going in here to Moe's because the man wants a flaming Moe on draft. Love tester Hubba Bubba. You got what? The Hubba Bubba? All right.
I'm also going to be inside eating right now because I'm out of my cups at the moment.
It's going to be flaming. Well, unfortunately, we're leaving without a flaming Moe because they were out of the cups, so it wasn't an option. So we'll have to try that again next time, but maybe instead, if we go over here and the man can get Duff beer. I don't know. You want Duff beer? Because that looks interesting.
Hey, I'm walking here.
So now we're going to go over here and not interrupt their picture, but we're going to go over here and get a Lard Lad donut. Obviously the strawberry one. Hey, Krusty Burgers. All right, so here is the menu of what we're about to do. Y'all, they have one of the donuts with ice cream and like Cool Whip and everything else on top of it. It's crazy. But you got different sizes. Stand right here. We're gonna go for the big donut, but then you have like normal human size ones, but we're gonna go big or go home, right? We have the massive donut. This thing is $10 in case anybody was curious how much a very large pink donut costs. Child, can you open it? I don't have enough hands.
He's doing the wrong side.
There we go. That is huge. All right, we need the fork and the knife for this thing. You can cut me a piece.
The middle?
Yes, the middle sounds perfect. No, not all the way. No, we don't need the whole thing. Just cut me a bite and then, are you gonna try it, sir? It's very bright, I know, out here. Aw, sucky, sucky now, just like a cake. There you go, perfect. Bless you. And then let me have that piece. All right, you ready?
Wait.
All right, I can tell you right now from touching it, it's kind of a dry piece of donut.
Can I take it? It was not
I changed my mind. I took a bite. It's not dry. It's actually really good. Those are tasty. Got a little strawberry on my thumb. And I drove a little. All right. But what's funny is, look. What's his name? Duff Man? Back there? Babe, is that Duff Man?
No.
That's radioactive, man.
Yeah.
Radioactive Man. That's what I meant.
Because that man has Duff on it.
That makes sense. So do you love the donut?
Wow, that's really gross.
Yeah, that's we're gonna eat the whole thing.
That is good.
It's so good. It's
It
really
looks
good.
Dry. It's not dry.
It's not dry at all. It's really good. We might finish this whole thing. Y'all, the DeLorean's here. There's nothing here for Back to the Future, but they do have the car, which is kind of baller. And they have the train from Back to the Future 3. If you guys have never seen the first, second, or third, you are missing out. Such good movies. Little Mardi Gras action there. We lost the guy. He's already gone by. But I've never seen anything like that before. That's actually really cool looking. Oh, we've got a couple more heading this way. Look at that. I guess we just missed something or we're super early to something. I'm not quite sure. Have you ever thought about walking on stilts? I feel like I would break my face at some point. It would not work out well. Hey, you want to learn how to walk on stilts? I knew you'd say yes. So they're gonna do the Jimmy Fallon ride here, which is a really fun ride. However, there is a lot of movement to it and I'm already slightly dizzy thanks to Men in Black. So I will be waiting for them while they go upstairs and have fun on the Jimmy Fallon ride. So now we're gonna head out of the regular Universal side and go over to the Islands of Adventure so we can ride King Kong. All right, so we are leaving this side now. I think we're gonna wait until the other side tomorrow. It's been a long day. We're gonna go check out CityWalk now for you guys. Did you have a favorite so far today?
What's it called?
That's not helpful, I don't know.
Either Jimmy Fallon or Fast and Furious.
I do like the Fast and the Furious one a lot. Babe, do you have a favorite at all?
Bourne.
What? What?
Boring.
Bourne. That sounded differently coming out his mouth, but okay. So now we're gonna go out here. We have exited the
CityWalk.
Universal Studios itself, and now we're headed towards CityWalk with all of the restaurants. You guys can see from here, there's a bunch of restaurants and things over there. We have Hard Rock Cafe and stuff like that way, but we're gonna go this way now and see what all is in CityWalk. I don't know, I think it's pretty cool outside of the parks also. So, you know, you've got the Universal thing there. You've got Hard Rock Cafe over there, and then the Chocolate Emporium over there. And you can see some of the roller coasters from the other side. Little ferry boat that'll take you around also. For this NBC Sports Grill Brew, massive screens on the outside, which is kind of cool. I don't know. It's not nearly as busy as I expected it to be either. It is Tuesday though, but it is spring break. You guys see the plane all the way over there? And I do believe that there will be some rain moving in. Y'all can see how it's nice and blue and pretty there, and then gray clouds. Doomsday. Yes, the Doomsday Drop right over there. Guess what I'm not getting on? Doomsday Drop. This is cool. You guys can see the little sign there that says which way to go. So you've got Bubba Gump Shrimp Co., you've got Menchie's Frozen Yogurt, you have Heart and Huntington Tattoo. There was one of those in Las Vegas too, but what they don't show you is Voodoo Donuts. We will be having those tomorrow. Trust me, you guys want to be here for that. So make sure you watch tomorrow's video also. So what's really cool, you guys see this little thing up there? It looks like a cow, but it looks like a fish. So there's this place called Cowfish. They had one of these in Atlanta that we went to where you can get steak and sushi at the same time, and it was stupid good. And then it went out of business, and I was really sad. But now we see it here, so I'm excited. They have like a little food court thing happening. You've got your red oven pizza, you've got Vivo Italian. I don't know what this is, but they also have a Margaritaville hanging around over there. And then there's this new Mexican place that went up that is really cool looking. It looks like you should be in the middle of Mexico going to a church or something. You guys see that? It even has a bell. Can you hear the bell? That is like the coolest thing ever. So Margaritaville, we have one of those at home, but I used to love coming here to Orlando and coming here to CityWalk to go to Margaritaville because it's just so beachy, which I know is funny to have beachy inside Orlando, but I absolutely loved it. Now that I live at the beach, it's still really cool. Margaritaville is one of my favorite places to go for the food, for the drinks, for the atmosphere, everything else. It's just really fun. Tomorrow we will be heading right over in there into Islands of Adventure, where we will do King Kong, we'll do Jurassic Park, we'll do the beginning of Harry Potter, right? And then we take the train from Islands of Adventure over to the other Harry Potter section in regular Universal Studios. I don't know if there's it's just regular Universal Studios, right? I'm pretty sure that's how it goes.
If we stand here, we can get that picture you want.
Oh yeah, so we can do that. So cheese, everybody. But he moved, so that's it.